Good morning, welcome back to 120th. Today we're looking at the second instalment of my escapades in Africa, the S2A on tour series. Last time I showed you Namibia and a road trip in Namibia, some of the spectacular scenery there. This time, again, limited with the amount of time I had to shoot in and around my work commitments. But did manage, it just so happened that the quickest way to get from where I was staying to some of the meetings that I had on a couple of days, the fastest route was actually through Kruger National Park. So I was forced, against my will, to drive straight through this spectacular place with the most extraordinary wildlife. So I actually ended up shooting wildlife out there, which I wasn't really expecting. I wasn't expecting to have any time in places like that, and to be able to spend some time taking photos of animals, and taking good photos of animals takes time. But because I wasn't really expecting it, I didn't take anything like the right equipment with me. So for the beginning of my drive through Kruger, I was actually shooting on a 50mm lens on the S2A. The only other lens I had with me was a 75mm, which is not a telephoto lens. It's very much a mid-range lens. And as such, I kept telling you'll hear this a few times in the video, I kept telling my driver, Zach, that we have to be literally on top of these animals for me to stand any chance of getting a decent photo. The good news was that the animals did behave, and we managed to get really close to some, and got some photos that I really was pretty chuffed with. So rather than me describe it to you, why don't you take a look. Morning, another work meeting for me this morning, but in order to get from the hotel where we're staying to where I have this meeting, we've actually got to drive through Kruger Park, so it's a shame, isn't it? So me and Zach are
morning, good people,
making our way through Kruger Park. So again, if we see any animals or anything interesting, we'll stop and grab some snaps. Still got the FP4 in the 125. Quite keen to get it out because I prefer a bit of colour. But I will finish that film first. I think I've got like 3 frames left, so we'll start with that. Had a great idea. It occurred to me, of course, I've got 2 cameras with me, so I'll put a roll of colour in the Netar. Hey, there's already a roll in there. When did I do that, and what is it? That's a roll wasted. What was it? I hadn't taken much of it, but it was a roll of probably Kodak Gold, Yeah, Kodak Gold 200, which would have been just fine if I'd made a note that it was in there. But that's destroyed. I'm going to put a roll of Ektar in because it is a very bright day. Yeah, so we got a giraffe right on the road, right in front of us. So let's see if we can get any closer to it. Right, so we're at 2.8, 500. Go on then, go a bit. Get as close as you can. Further. Keep going. Slow. Stop. Come on, face this way. There you go. Nice. Let's do another one there. Let's do one on the colour. So we've got about 35 feet. Do you think that looks about right? Maybe 40. How about that? It's pretty cool. And now, sadly, we do need to get going because we're going to be late for this meeting. Should we get cracking in? Let's put the cameras away for now. It's another morning, and we're off into Kruger Park again. We have to go through Kruger to get to the airport that I need to get to, so shucks. But we have left quite early, so it's at 8:15 now. I don't need to be at the airport until 11:30, so we've got 3 hours to pootle around and have a look, see what we see. Nice way to start the day. Say good morning, Zach.
Morning.
All right. So we might have a puncture. what's hilarious is that every time you stop, that woman was giving us a look. She was like, "What are you looking at?" Every time you stop on these roads, loads of other people stop and they go, "What have you seen?" Oh, we've got puncture. So there's the culprit. Now we change the tyre. A little bit further. Hey, right, new tyre on. All good. Ready to go again. We're back on the road again with a new tyre. We've got a couple of hours before we need to be at the airport, so let's see what we see. Right, elephants by the road. Let's do this on the black and white. Look at these guys. Pretty good. Right by the road. So how about that then? Some of those were alright, weren't they? Some of those turned out really well. I was very happy. A couple of good things to note. Number one, definitely worth taking the trusty S2A with me. I am glad I made the decision to lug around this lump because it was really, really good actually. Another thing to note is that despite all of the rocky history, that focuses on the nail right now. Very happy with that. So yeah, so there we go. That was the Bronica S2A in South Africa. That unfortunately is the end of my videos from my Africa trip. That was all I had time to do in and amongst a really crazy schedule. But now that I'm back, I have a bit more time on my hands and I've got loads of stuff in the pipeline. One of which is going to be, again with the Bronica S2A, this time using Simon Forster's Trio Plan lens to do some portraits. That's coming up. I'm going to do some 3x4 glass plates. Looking forward to that. I'm going to be checking out Hamish Gill's Pixelator. So I'm going to give that a run out and see how that helps or doesn't help my scanning workflow. So that should be fun. Also, this arrived in the mail while I was away, and it is the all-new, improved and fixed Chroma Cube 6.6. So Steve's made quite a few improvements to this, supposedly. He's tweaked a few bits and changed a few things and responded to some of the comments that he was getting. So I'll be taking that for a spin very soon as well. Looking forward to that. So yeah, loads coming up, lots of exciting things. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel to make sure you don't miss any of those wonderfully exciting things. All right, that is it for today. Thanks very much. Hope you enjoyed the photos. Drop me some thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.